Coming up on today's FNN, how students are finding a new path to success after high school.
Plus, we check out how a new program is helping students start their days off right.
And we have the latest from our spring sports season. Stay tuned for all of that and more, because FNN starts now. Happy Thursday, Falcons. I'm Deja.
And I'm Kendall.
While healthier breakfast options have been a part of our school cafeteria for some time, students may have noticed a new addition this year: freshly squeezed orange juice, served on Wellness Wednesdays in the West Wing. I took a look at how these breakfast options, both old and new, are helping students start their day off right. Breakfast at EK offers students a variety of options, from protein-packed breakfast burritos to vitamin orange juice. According to the CDC, in 2023 to 2024, nearly 18% of teenagers grades 9 through 12 skip breakfast every day, the main reason stemming from feelings of sadness. Senior Charlene Otokonedu loves how the special options make it easier for her to eat in the morning, especially when on non-school days, breakfast is not the norm.
I tend to skip breakfast when I'm not at school, so when they do have good breakfast options at school, it kind of forces me to eat breakfast. And I know a lot of people talk about how breakfast is like the most important meal of the day. So it's made me more aware of like my breakfast eating habits.
Kentwood Public Schools Nutrition Department believes that providing healthy options that teenagers actually enjoy is a priority. The start of Wellness Wednesdays include freshly squeezed orange juice, created to encourage more participation in breakfast. Michelle Weber, a Kentwood field supervisor, helped jumpstart the idea and tells us the reason behind it.
Out came Wellness Wednesdays. It's very successful. Kids are loving it, and they get the fresh juice. They get high protein breakfast, and we did it to inspire, just people to get healthier and to have something to look forward to.
School officials hope these options help teens build healthier morning routines and come to class ready to learn. Senior Julia McSwain appreciates how the healthier options help her stay prepared for learning.
On days that I do eat breakfast here, I feel more energized to lock in on my studies and focus up on whatever any of my teachers are saying. So yeah, I really think it's a huge benefit to me as a student here.
With a focus on nutrition, the school continues to offer breakfast options designed to support success as well as mental and physical health. At EK, I'm Deja Bobo. Nutrition staff encourage students to take advantage of the breakfast offered and stop by to experience Wellness Wednesdays in the West Wing.
For many students, college has long been seen as the normal path after high school, but that mindset is beginning to change. Trade schools are gaining popularity as students look for more hands-on, career-focused options. Reporter Jennifer Gao has the story.
College isn't the only path after high school. Trade schools are seeing a surge in popularity for students who want a jump start to their career. The American Association reveals that around 33% of U.S. adults now recommend trade school for high school seniors over the traditional college path. EK Industrial Tech teachers Cameron Morris said the differences in the on-hand experience in the high-demand field.
Coming out of trade school, you'll have multiple different job opportunities lined up in that area that you studied, where coming out of college, you don't always have just employers waiting to hire you right off the bat.
Many seniors feel the pressure to pick a college major, but that can be an expensive gamble. For senior Keo Julian, the path to success doesn't contain a 4-year degree. Inspired by his grandmother, Keo started exploring all his options and felt training school was the way to go.
The opportunities of getting into the job field that you majored in are very slim. 50% of people are unemployed that recently graduated, and seeing those stats is kind of scary. So it's I would rather stay away from that.
Mr. Morris have witnessed Q's improvement in the classroom firsthand.
What I talk with Q about is essentially it's paying attention to the little details. You'll have a boss, and your boss will know everything that needs to get done, and your boss will relay that information to you, but you have to pay attention to the little details. And so we've went through a couple little things, I told you to do it this way, how come you did it this way? And he's definitely learning from some mistakes.
As graduation approaches, many students are trading traditional classroom for trade school, as success is no longer defined by a college degree and isn't the only route to success. At EK, I'm Jennifer Gao.
And as graduation nears, more students are rethinking what success after high school looks like, and trade schools are leading the way.
For students interested in becoming teachers, one program at East Kentwood is providing a head start. Educators Rising gives students hands-on experience in the classroom while preparing them for futures in education.
Let's see. Let's talk about the state of the world.
For high school students interested in becoming a teacher, East Kentwood High School's Educators Rising class allows students to get hands-on experience. Kwan Cheatham, a senior at EK, wishes to become an educator himself, and as a junior was supported by Ed Rising's incorporation of dual enrollment on topics like social justice and equity in the classroom.
I myself did not see anyone in the classroom that looked like me. So when I had my first black professor as an 11th grader, that was like seeing a unicorn in the classroom, right? Because I was able to see myself in his shoes, and then he was able to pour back into me saying, hey, you know, this is where I started. This is where you can be, right? And so he almost encouraged me to be better than him.
Kwan, motivated by his own possible future, envisioned his own potential in the classroom. And as he steps into his role as an educator, Mr. Mahe, EK's Rising teacher, continues to see Kwan's growth through how he meaningfully interacts with the class material.
It's been awesome to watch Kwan grow throughout the last 2 years of Educators Rising. He started as a junior, and so he went through our Educators 1 program, and then this year he is in Educators Rising 2 program, which has been really cool to watch the way he interprets things, the way he can explain things, and the way he understands things.
Making sure students know they are valued and seen with their circumstances in mind is an incredibly important part of teaching. Mr. Mahi allows students to explore all aspects of leadership and equity, even if being a teacher isn't in their future.
So I came back and took another year of Ed Rising because once I was able to get the basic understanding and foundations of the class, I was able to start incorporating what I learned myself into the classroom.
Educators Rising is a great program for anyone either interested in the world of teaching or understanding and improving the inequities of the education system.
Teachers say the program helps students build confidence, leadership skills, and a better understanding of what it takes to be an educator. And for some students, it's the first step towards a future in the classroom.
And that wraps up your news this week, Falcons.
Now let's toss it over to FNN sports reporter Reese Emiat for this week's EK Sports Report.
Welcome back to the Land Falcons. It's Reese here bringing you your EK Sports Report. Over to the tennis courts, our girls team started their season off last week with a big win over Ionia. At the lacrosse fields, our guys started their season off rough but have been working hard and believe they can turn the season around after break. Staying at the fields, our guys baseball team pulled off a huge win against Caledonia on Monday, with the final score being 10-8. Over to the volleyball courts, our guys had a rough start to the season last week and had a tough loss to South Christian Tuesday, but now we're looking to bounce back after spring break on a high note. Last but not least, our very own Javon Alexander signed to Grand Valley State University to continue his academic and athletic career. Javon is a great leader on the track team and one of the best long jumpers in the state. He's now looking to have a very successful track career at GVSU.
It's a really good feeling to be able to go to the next level with my sport. You know what I mean? I love this sport, so to continue to do what I love, you know what I mean, at the collegiate level, it's definitely gonna be fun, and I'm just happy to see what's in tune for next year.
That wraps up this week's sports report. We'll be back after break with more from spring sports. Now let's pass it back to the desk.
Thanks, Reese.
Let's wrap up this week's show with a sneak peek at the latest Guess That segment you can catch on YouTube.
I feel like I'm not grabbing anything. Can you see me?
No, I can't see you. Like,
what is this? I could just hear the smile on his face.
That's scary.
See, look at me, we about that. Where your hand at?
Yep, yep. Oh! Don't say nothing.
I feel something drop in my lap.
You can check out the full episode right now on our YouTube page, along with a brand new Tiny Desk concert.
And that does it for today's show. We will be back after a break with more. But until then, make sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to Falcon News Network on YouTube, where you can catch sports live streams, previous episodes, and other great content.
Plus, check out Falcon News Network on Spotify for our latest podcast episodes coming out every day. Have a great spring break!